Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dennis and welcome back to the Art Survival video. Today we will not be playing the game. We will go into the Discord server just to read some news over here. We got some news about the upcoming update. Obviously, this one is already been, out since like February 10th, which at this point this video is out. It's already been like, I don't know, like um 2 weeks ago. And yeah, there's also another one over here. This was about a week ago, kinda. So yeah, or a little bit over a week ago. So yeah, we'll actually take a look at those two news because there's some interesting things here that is kinda, like a little bit game changing as well. And I will make another video about this, about things that you should prepare for the things that already been mentioned over here because yeah, you will need some things for the upcoming update that is certainly already been explicitly like mentioned over here by the developer. Also, yes, by the way, this is the developer. This is Stacy, the developer. I think it's the PR, the PR. I think. Yes, she has the role to, I don't know, just to deliver, things from the main developer thing. By that I mean the, like the game designer to the community, which is it's never been an easy way to do that. Actually, it never is easy. Like if the community doesn't like, some things that got changed, they just, it'll be on the PR, right? But PR is just delivering the message, so yeah, it's kind of tough. But all right, let's just start. Survivors, okay. Cowboy emoji, okay. Today we want to share with you some development plans, all right. In the near future, we'll be releasing an update that will have a store section available with the ability to spend event currency on something useful, which at this point we already have it. I already made video about this as well previously, and yeah, in the near future, okay, that is the key word. When this post is out was out, it's on 10th of February, and then the update, I think the update came like about a week later, I think, or a few days later. So yeah, that is the in the near future. That is according to, like the time perspective, right? So you cannot get the, what is it, like um, the idea that when they said in the near future, that is what they meant by, a few days later. With all our might, we're trying to speed up the release of the long-awaited EMBI. Okay, we're trying to speed up, which means that they are a little bit rushing, and I don't know, like I don't know, like it's a little bit risky though, because what happens if there is discovered bugs, right? Like, I mean, undiscovered bugs that the people or community can actually use that, against the main game design. I feel like, I don't know, maybe they already have lots of beta testers, I don't know, I mean, whatever, right? Yeah, it's not really my problem. EMBI, okay, there you go. EMBI, okay, and then they mentioned EMBU. I don't know why that is the thing. I don't even know what it stands for. We want to know that all of last year's announcements remain relevant. Okay, so everything that, yeah, I already covered as well in videos, they're still relevant. Okay. So it means that more things got added since then, but the old things, the old news are also still there. So, which means that there is more than what we just had by the, the old posts about that, which is interesting. Stay tuned. There will be a separate post about EMBU. Okay. First things first. What is this called? Is it EMBA? Is it EMBI? Is it EMBU? Can we like agree on one term, or are those three words are actually different things? I have no idea, but yeah, like literally she mentioned EMBI here, and then the next one she mentioned about EMBU. Like, is it the same thing? Is it a typo? Is it the same thing? Is it the different things? Like I don't even know. Again, I don't even know what this abbreviation stands for, which is I don't know. But yeah, I hope they actually mention what it stands for. I actually have Googled about these, but I'm not sure if that's the case or not. I don't know if that's true, but yeah, it gives me random things, and I'm not sure if that's that or not. But yeah, chat. We have. Oh, I thought it's like mentioning chat, but yeah, chat. We have started a global work on the chat room, so it's the the chat box, right? It will be completely reworked and redesigned from the visuals to functionality. Okay, so it will look different and it will function differently as well. Okay, complete rework, which means that it might be good, it might be bad, because it got reworked, right? The last thing that got reworked, NPCs, people don't like that, so dislike that. I mean, yeah, we'll see. Okay, usually when things said rework or completely rework, it doesn't necessarily mean positive things. It might actually mean negative things, but we'll see about that. Radios and radio towers will change the online life, and yeah, at the same time, we want to lay the foundation for easy clan communication. Spoiler alert: clan communication. Okay, so okay, they actually considered about making clans or guilds, which is it's great in a way, but also not that great in a way as well. But it is what it is, like I feel like clans will just divide people, into making groups, making clans. I feel like there might potentially be some drama. I don't know. I mean, I don't really care personally, but yeah, maybe I will make my own clan consisting of myself. I don't know if I want to, recruit people, or maybe I'm just gonna, join someone else's. I have no idea, but yeah. Radios and radio towers also clan communication. Spoiler alert. Um, Also, changes are waiting for the transport system, the combat system, the variety of weapons, and their interaction. What do you think of these plans? Okay, that is a lot of things. I can talk like an hour about this, but I just want to make it short. I guess I'm just gonna mention a bit of here and there. Okay, so at the start of the video, I said that I want to make another video about things that you should prepare, and one of them, that is about these radios and radio towers. So I think what happened is that you actually have to build like radio towers, and like every time you want to build things you will need resource, and yeah, basically to make radio towers you will need lots of resource. Yeah, that will be for separate videos about what I think will be required to build this radio and radio towers. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Clan communication, which I already mentioned, it's about clan pretty much, like potentially, which means that there will be guilds, there will be clans. Um, yeah, it's gonna be interesting for sure. Maybe one clan can only be joined by maybe 10 people, 20 people, I don't know, 5 people, I don't know, like, but one thing for sure though, I do hope that without a clan, you will still be able to do things like, it's not gonna be, I don't know, like it'll be weird if you, for example, you want to raid Queen Bee, Queen Beehive, but you have to team up with like let's say two other people. You have to do it together. That will be a little bit weird for because like can you not solo anymore now? I have no idea. I hope that's not the case, because I don't know, it's kind of difficult to find people as well. There's only like 100 people online, and some of them are new players, some of them just idle, some of them just don't care. So it's gonna be difficult to do combat if you have to rely on other people. So yeah, we'll see about that, right? Next, we have transport system. This one is interesting because I've heard so many suggestions about building, like continuing the conductor, the train system, to other NPCs as well, which might happen. I also mentioned about another alternative for like a train. Instead of train, you can actually use helicopter, for instance, to go to very far places. For instance, like maybe you can go to Berlin. It's like a I don't know, like it's like a two-way trip as well. You don't just do it one trip. You go to out of nowhere and then the helicopter is just gone. You have to manually travel back. That will suck for sure. So yeah, I think I mentioned about that as well. Helicopter, right? So that you can have we can have NPCs that are very 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 far away, but we can just travel instantly using helicopter. It doesn't have to be train. Obviously, like for instance, if you want to go to Japan, right? Maybe there is an NPC in Japan. It doesn't make sense if it requires train because for one there is sea, there is ocean, and for two there is it'll be very far train tracks that you need to build. So helicopter makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, that is like my suggestion as well. The combat system, we'll see about the change. Maybe they will bring back the multiple paths. Who knows? Maybe they will bring back, the booster in boss battles. Probably, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't really trust AI, like boosters in Queen Bee, for instance, because they can just, one shot the sleeping bee and they will all wake up and you'll get screwed because there's like 10 bees that will attack you at the same time, which is very bad, right? So I don't really trust boosters in Queen Bee Hive anyway, but we'll see, okay? Um, the variety of weapons and their interaction. I do hope though for this one, I do hope that they actually consider, like making weapons into types like fire weapons. You will deal extra damage against like insects. Against bee, for instance. If you use fire weapons, it will do bigger damage, and then if you use things like um, what is it? If you use things like weapons, guns, for instance, that will affect bandits, for instance, as well. But yeah, it will be difficult if you try to, attack bees with weapons like rifles, for instance, because bees can fly. They will have higher dodge chance, right? That just makes sense. So yeah, maybe that will be the thing. Maybe you will do more damage if you use fire weapons, but you will have higher miss chance if you use regular weapons. Maybe something like that. We'll see. Okay, we'll see about that for sure. That might actually change the entire meta of the game, but we will see. Again, like I said, we'll see. Okay. What do you think of these plans? Well, I just mentioned about all of those. Developers Diary, February 23rd. All right. Okay, let's see here from the picture. It's just the same though. It's perks. This is daily thing. Oh, this one is interesting. Oh, wait. This is daily. This is a symbol for all daily quests though. Oh, are they going to bring it back? Well, I do hope so. That actually is something that is great. I do actually hope so. Yeah, this icon over here, this is the old daily quests actually. So yeah, I do hope they bring back that. I mean, bring that back. So yeah, everything else kind of the same. Health, food bar, water bar, energy bar. The time there, the mask percent, world map, button, flags or flags sleeping for sleep. What else? The pause button still the same, the image is still the same as well from the previous three teaser. A profile the same. This one is for quest. This one, oh, didn't mean to do that. This one is for the shop. Radiation, inventory, search, and crafting still the same. Okay. Okay, here there you go. That is the first post. Let's just jump into the second one. Next, this one was a little bit a week after the previous one. Survivors, you often ask when EMBI is coming. Okay, they mentioned EMBI now. Okay, it's not EMBU. Probably, I don't know. We can give you a date, of course, but we'll tell you something today. Okay. We can give you a date. I mean, I can just guess though. I feel like it'll be here summertime. but we'll see. Okay, the work on the final stage is in full progress. Okay, final stage is in full progress. So progress wise, I will presume that they are at 85% probably, final stage, right? It's just the finals, like literally the final stuff. So maybe at 85%, I don't know. uh Explosion emoji. A lot of activities are prepared for you, and this time they will start from level 10. Throughout the game there is a long and intense plot. This is interesting because when I first time read this, you will start, from level 10. I was curious if everyone will be changed back to level 10, or it just simply means that the entire event, not event, the entire main quests will only available after your character reached level 10. So maybe that's the case, right? But it can also mean that everyone will be level 10 after that update, but we'll see if that's true or not. There's a long and intense plot. I mean, we already have that, which is called Searching for Truth, and also The Way Back Home. Maybe they will add more quests. I have no idea. I hope so. Maybe they will completely change the old, quests. I don't know as well, but we'll see. I mean, I feel like the old quests, the Searching for Truth and Way Back Home, is actually perfect as is. Um, we just want to know what's gonna happen next, right? Obviously with the wife, and then now we know that the daughter is actually not dead. So yeah, maybe I already mentioned about that as well. Another theory about that in the past. So yeah. You'll be working with the organization Progress, which is engaged in research and biomutants and how to counteract this biological threat. That is interesting, because it just makes sense that radiation, it affects animals, it affects people. It also makes sense that it also affects plants, and yeah, but in the past we had nothing like this, right? But I guess it makes sense now that they are actually considering not only animals and humans, but also plants are mutated as well. So it'll be interesting for sure for the storyline of the game. I feel like it'll be very interesting, but we'll have to see. Um, You'll be working with the organization Progress. I guess that's part of the main plot, probably like the main quest. Maybe I don't know, restore the environment. I don't know, like I don't even know what the quest will be called. Maybe that, I don't know. That kind of sounds lame. But yeah, research and biomutants, which means that it's mutants but also bio. So it's like, yeah, it's like plant based, I guess. But we'll see, okay? And how to counteract this biological threat, which means that we'll have maybe technologies to counter this, like maybe better weapons, maybe better armor, maybe some, I don't know, like items to counter this. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Next, we have you will have a chance to get unique prototypes developed by the scientists and engineers of Progress. Okay, well, that's literally what I just said. Prototypes. It's maybe for weapons, new types of weapons, new types of stuff. Maybe you will need certain things to do certain things. That just makes sense. The artwork features an infected officer that you will also get to know. What do you think happened with him? And this is the picture over here. Okay, that is terrifying actually. But you all know, right? This covers in vines, which means that the plants mutates, and yeah, the plants become sentient and they infect people, which I guess it's interesting, very interesting. um yeah, like I think I already mentioned about this as well. Do you think these people is called, like considered as mutants or as people, because we have two different categories, right? Yeah. I've read some of your answers as well. You said that it will still be considered as mutants because that is the current situation, right? They are no longer human. They are now turned to mutants, so they are fully mutants now. So yeah, all right. This is interesting. This looks like captain or mayors. I don't know, but yeah, it will be interesting for sure. And that is it for now. That is it. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe yeah, like it's kind of obvious, right? There's fines. It's just plants that got mutated. It becomes sentient and it infects people. So yeah, but anyway, that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay stealthy. I will see you again tomorrow with another DR survival video. But until then, see ya.